Sister Wives fans say all of the Browns' bunch of liars. When Sister Wives first aired on TLC in 2010, viewers felt intrigued by the massive polygamist family. The Browns seemed so happy and functioned well as a single unit. But over time, it became abundantly clear they weren't as well off as they wanted the world to think. As season 19 continues, many fans have soured on the family and strongly believe they're lying to the public. See what viewers have to say amid the Brown family's implosion. Sister Wives viewers think they've figured out the family. All reality television shows have a little bit of manipulated elements. But some Sister Wives viewers think the entire show is now scripted. They may have started out as a polygamist family, but fans now think they largely stayed together for the money. Viewers have never been quiet about their opinions online. But now, it seems like more fans detest the Brown family. I feel like it's so obvious what has gone on here. Cody wanted out of all of his marriages with all the wives except Robin from the time they got married. One Sister Wives fan wrote online. But the show brought in money, a flood of it. So he threw breadcrumbs to these other wives as long as he could possibly keep the charade going. Unfortunately, Mary was the most nabe out of all the wives. Is time running out for the series? As long as Sister Wives draws in viewers, most agree that TLC will keep it going. However, there are many viewers who think the show has long overstayed its welcome on the network. If TLC wants to keep the series alive, they'll need to pivot and focus on content fans actually want to see. There's been rumors about a spin-off starring Christine and Janelle, but fans will have to wait and see what happens next. In the world of reality television, few families have garnered as much attention, controversy, and intense fan scrutiny as the Brown family from Sister Wives. Over the years, the Browns have shared their complex, often tumultuous, family dynamics with the world, drawing both admiration and criticism. However, as the show progresses, one recurring sentiment among fans has emerged: that the Browns as a collective are all liars. From Cody's shifting narrative to the women's stories seemingly contradicting each other, viewers are beginning to feel that the family's real drama lies not in their relationships, but in their questionable authenticity. Cody Brown, the king of contradictions. At the heart of this growing distrust is Cody Brown himself, the patriarch of the family, who once proclaimed a strong commitment to the ideals of polygamy and his multiple wives, has become the central figure in what many fans believe to be a web of lies. Throughout the seasons, Cody's shifting priorities and inconsistencies have made it hard for viewers to trust his version of events. Initially, Cody's enthusiastic embrace of polygamy seemed genuine. He talked about the joys of having multiple wives, each with their own distinct personality and role in his life. However, over time, his narrative has shifted, especially as his relationships with his wives began to deteriorate. Cody's attempts to portray himself as a loving, attentive husband to each of his wives often clashed with his actions on screen. Fans have pointed out that Cody's selective attention to certain wives, particularly Robin, has fueled suspicions that he might be bending the truth to cover up his true feelings and intentions. The most telling sign of Cody's dishonesty is his changing stance on the family's living arrangements. He repeatedly claimed that he wanted his family to live on a single, sprawling plot of land, a dream he often talked about as a symbol of unity. Yet as the seasons progressed, it became evident that this vision was more about controlling his wives and their individual spaces than fostering any sense of togetherness. When fans see Cody make excuses for why the dream hasn't materialized or why his decisions seem to favor one wife over another, it's no wonder that many viewers are beginning to see him as someone who is more interested in maintaining his public image than actually being honest about his true motivations. The Wives, inconsistent stories and shifting allegiances. While Cody has often been the focal point of fan ire, the wives are not exempt from suspicion. Fans have long suspected that the wives, too, have their own hidden agendas and are not always as forthcoming as they appear to be. For years, the women of the Brown family have claimed they were all equal, that they shared in the love and devotion of Cody. However, as the seasons have unfolded, these declarations have begun to ring hollow for many viewers. Mary Brown, the first wife, has faced intense scrutiny over her behavior. Her attempts to portray a harmonious relationship with Cody have become increasingly difficult to believe, especially as her relationship with him has seemed more distant and strained. Fans have noted that Mary's cryptic statements and passive-aggressive behavior on social media have only added to the sense that there's a lot more going on behind the scenes than she is willing to admit. Her tumultuous online interactions with Cody, combined with her failed catfishing scandal, have left fans wondering if she's been hiding a deeper truth about her feelings toward the family and her place within it. Janelle Brown, the second wife, has also come under fire for inconsistencies in her story. Janelle has often been portrayed as the pragmatic and independent wife who wants to make the best of her polygamous situation. Yet in recent seasons, her lack of transparency regarding her own frustrations with Cody and the family's lifestyle has left fans questioning how much of her on-screen persona is genuine. Fans are particularly critical of her tendency to stay silent when it comes to Cody's favoritism toward Robin, which many believe is the source of much of the family's tension. Janelle's reluctance to speak up has led many to suspect that she's more concerned about preserving the image of the family than telling the truth about her own grievances. Christine Brown, the third wife, has been the most vocal about her dissatisfaction with Cody and the family dynamic. Fans have praised Christine for her honesty and transparency, especially as she's been open about her decision to leave Cody after years of feeling neglected and unappreciated. However, some viewers have begun to wonder if Christine's own behavior has been entirely truthful. While she has been quick to point out Cody's flaws, there have been moments where her portrayal of events seems one-sided, painting herself as the victim without fully acknowledging her own role in the family's dysfunction. Her quick turnaround from claiming she would never leave Cody to filing for divorce has raised questions about her own sincerity and whether there was more to her decision than she was willing to admit at the time. Robin Brown, the fourth wife, and the one who seems to have Cody's undivided attention, is perhaps the most divisive figure in the family. From the beginning, fans have speculated that Robin's relationship with Cody was more than just a typical polygamous arrangement. Her seemingly special status within the family, combined with her ability to manipulate situations to her advantage, has made her a lightning rod for criticism. Robin's constant attempts to position herself as the victim, especially during moments of family tension, have led fans to question whether she's as innocent as she claims to be. Many believe that her actions over the years have been carefully calculated to secure her place at the top of Cody's affections, all while portraying herself as the devoted wife who's just trying to make the family work. The family's image, a carefully crafted narrative. The most significant factor fueling fan accusations that all of the Browns are liars is the way the family's narrative has been carefully curated for television. As viewers, we're only seeing what the Browns and the network want us to see. Behind the scenes, it's likely that there are many more complex emotions, conflicts, and contradictions at play than the cameras reveal. The Browns' image of being an all-loving, harmonious family has been severely tarnished by the reality of their fractured relationships. Fans have begun to feel that the truth is far messier than what's been shown, and that the Browns may be lying not just for the sake of drama, but for the sake of preserving their brand. Their carefully constructed image as a happy polygamous family has become increasingly difficult to maintain as cracks continue to appear in their relationships. The way the family members play off each other's words, constantly altering their accounts of events, only reinforces the idea that they are more focused on protecting themselves and their public persona than being honest with their audience. The fans' verdict: a family built on deception. For many Sister Wives fans, the growing sense that all of the Browns are liars has shifted the show from a guilty pleasure to something more akin to a soap opera. The reality that the family's behavior doesn't line up with their claims has left fans disillusioned, feeling like they've been fed a false narrative for years. Whether it's Cody's contradictions, the wives' conflicting stories, or the family's increasingly manufactured image, one thing is clear. Viewers no longer believe the Brown family is the picture-perfect polygamous unit they've tried to portray.